How do you have more meaningful employee reviews? If you're an employer or an employee and you get to the end of a review and you feel like, I don't think I really got much out of that. I don't think I have a really good feel for where my boss or where my employee is really at right now. If you feel that way, stay tuned. This video is for you. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and be sure to flick that little notification bell to make sure that you get all the latest content as it drops. And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, be sure to connect with me and then leave something in the comments, a question, any kind of conversation starter. I love to have conversations on LinkedIn about this kind of stuff. So how do we have more meaningful employee reviews? Well, recently I did a video about how to simplify the employee evaluation process, and I'll put a link on YouTube if you're watching that right there. But how do we have more meaningful employee reviews? It comes down to the core elements of meaningful feedback. But first, let me talk about the frequency with which these reviews should be had. That is, in my opinion, quarterly. So many people do this once a year, and I think it's insane because that means it's only one time a year that you're either giving or getting feedback. That's just not really helpful. Also, as humans, we naturally tend to slack off on our goals, our intentions, our good habits after about 90 days. So every 90 days, every quarter is a good pace for that. Also, be sure to provide two-way constructive feedback. If you're used to having or giving employee reviews that are one-sided, where the boss is telling you what's going on, but you don't really have a chance to respond, that's not healthy. That's not helpful. Let's be open and honest and have a good dialogue. So the core elements of meaningful feedback. There are three things. You ready for it? It's being truthful, specific, and positive. We, in our organization, we want to make sure that we are being truthful with our employees because we don't want to dance around it, trying to make people feel better about themselves. You know what? We've all got things that we could improve on, and unless we acknowledge that, we're never going to get better. So we need to be able to be truthful with somebody and say, hey, you know what? You got some spinach in your teeth. And I want to make sure that you don't walk around the office like that, right? So being truthful is number one. Being specific, the worst kind of feedback that you can provide is unspecific feedback like, hey, good job, or, that was great what you did there. What was it? Be specific, let me know. If I'm the employee, I want to know how I can replicate that for you. If I'm the boss, I want to know, I want to be able to let the employee know, hey, specifically this is not working. Everything else is great, but specifically this is not working. I want to help you to be able to correct that. So that's specific. And then positive. We just want to do this the right way, folks. I mean, it's so hard. I know sometimes for people to see something wrong and they want to lay into somebody and say, bad dog, but that's not helpful. We can be humane in this process, and we practice this in our organization. Took us some time to figure all this stuff out, but I can tell you we're having much healthier conversations and employee reviews. So being positive involves saying with a tone of, hey, I love you, but your fly's down, and I don't want you to walk around the office like that. So make sure that you're specifically doing this. We can do it in a positive way that's humane with our employees. So hopefully these were helpful for you. I'll be making more videos about this, and if you found that this was useful, please give it a like on YouTube, and wherever you are on YouTube or LinkedIn, go ahead and leave something in the comments for us to start a dialogue. Hope this was helpful, gang.